letting go, wild, help from above. Letting go, wild, help from above. Let's set this to the side and see what else. Where else do you need me to go? Okay, 0, 1, and that's alignment there. Ooh, come on, let me shuffle, let me shuffle, let me shuffle, let me shuffle, giving thanks. Any tree messages, any tree angel messages from the natives, anything. Hazel, any tree messages. One is significant. The number 10, 1 is significant. So there is, some of you watching this, I want you to know that you are in alignment with the work that I just mentioned. You are in alignment to do this work. You are getting approved. You are ordained to walk the land and perform, rituals on the land to reclaim the land. You have that ability. You are being appointed. I don't know who this is for. This is for somebody. And through me, the ancestors are telling me that you are appointed. This isn't for everybody, but some of you may not know what your spiritual gifts are. This could be new to you. Spiritual gifts may not be new to you. Spirituality may not be new to you. But there's somebody that walked the land. Wherever you walk, you could be at a park, you could be walking up the street, you could be walking anywhere. And I'm speaking about this because I have this authority. I have this gift as well. So I know. And so, and I'm not just talking about me. So this is for somebody. I'm speaking on it because I'm able to speak on it and pass this message along. But you excuse me, forgive me, my braces. You have the ability to either recite some words of reclamation, to recite some words of healings, to recite some words of resurrection, of peace over the land. Use your hands, touch the earth, touch the trees. Use your feet. I know in certain parts of the U.S. it's colder, but take some of the land and bring it into your home and put your feet on it and do some clearing energy. Whatever you're led, allow your own individual spirit team to guide you specifically on how to work with the land to assist in this reclamation. Because there are some powerful native energies that is rising, that have already risen, that is rising, and they want to continue out this work. They have something to give back. They have something to give us. They have something to give to you. This is alignment here. Somebody is in alignment. I'm calling out to somebody. Here's the elder. We have 32 here. We have 32 right here. This is alignment. This is alignment. I give thanks. Are there any keywords? I really don't know if I just needed to see alignment just from this earth energy. It's representing the landmass here. Um, I know the Hazel energy is a jovial energy. It's a fun-loving energy. It's an expressive energy. Juniper is solid. It's balanced. I'm hearing juniper energy is a doorway. Spirit is wanting someone, like I said, someone, there's someone, maybe there's a few of you, you have native energy in your blood. You may know this or you don't know this, but there is a light. We need that light. We need that light. Open up your heart so you can shed that light. Open up your heart to these new gifts. Spirit wants you to walk the land. Spirit wants you to walk the land. Don't drive around in the land. Maybe you might have to drive to a certain point and then walk the land, but don't just, Spirit needs you touching the land. Stride forward and hold firm. Give what life asks of you. Enter the balance between destiny and freedom. Release what no longer serves you. There's something, somebody needs to release something in their heart. Look, yet stand in your goal and walk your truth. Duty gives way to devotion. This is somebody's, this is part of your calling. This is part of your destiny. This is part of something that you haven't, so naturally, when you are communing, when you are in your spiritual space, when you are in your religious space, I'm not sure, but when you are in this space, you have a devoted energy about you. There's like a devotion that's within you. I'm just reading through and skimming through and getting some keywords. Juniper's willingness extends far beyond any personal desire, and it is always willing, even when it meets us with silence. Listen, if the angel of Juniper comes to you, duty becomes devotion. This is a duty. Walking the land. This is something, fulfill your duty and you will be fulfilled. I'm calling to somebody. I'm calling to somebody. Saintly patience and incredible stamina will be yours, along with tenacity, perseverance, and uncompromised steadfastness. That's for somebody. 9. This is the energy of play. Have fun with this. It says trust and leap. Trust and leap. Open up to the world full of magic. Listen to this. Hold on. So I mentioned that there was a squirrel on my balcony. When I mentioned bountiful harvest, and squirrels collect, their sustenance, so they can have a bountiful harvest, so they can, um, live and have what they need for the winter months, right? Um, this energy is telling you to play, but let's read. It says, when the angel of Hazel is missing from our lives, the key points resulting from its absence are lack of playfulness, boredom, feelings of inner emptiness, fear, and self-pity. So let's stop right there. But instead, squirrels, here I come. So it's kind of saying, like, you know what? I'm going to stop that right here. You know what I mean? Instead of pulling back, I'm actually going to go out there, go out into the land and fulfill a duty and fulfill, this purpose, passion, have fun with it. Allow your spirit team, allow Most High God to guide you, and embrace the squirrels, embrace the nature, embrace the land. Embrace the land. Be patient with me, y'all. If you rock with tarot, you know how this is. Rock with me. Anything else? The hawk. I'm just a messenger, y'all. I'm definitely that, man. Hawk. A definite native symbol. Hawk. Messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminating distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Spirit is introducing somebody into their new gift, into their new creative gift here. Ace of Wands. Into a new spiritual gift here. You're being introduced to something. If this is not new to you, if you're not being introduced to it, you're being called to do this work. Like this is something else that you need to do. Ladybug, good luck. Yeah. Shamans, calling out to the shamans, calling out to the native indigenous shamans. They walk the land. Ladybug, good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. Shaman, I'm gonna read this because this is definitely prevalent. Raven, shaman. You are the creator and magician. Some of you don't have to fight because you're a magician. You are the creator and magician. Let me go back to here. This creative energy. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits, and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mystery. Anything else? Thanks. Look at that. I just seen it. Abundance. Oh, no, I didn't. I thought I did. There was abundance, though. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. All right. You could be a life path 9. In the tree oracle, we got the number 9. And then I split my deck here, and we got the number 9. So you could be a life path 9. You could be a life path 11. Look, this is my native. I give thanks. I give thanks. I just heard, without you, this wouldn't be possible. Without you, this won't be possible. Spirit is reclaiming their land. Natives are reclaiming. They need some heavy energy. There's some powerful beings out here that needs to, if you want to tap in with me, because I already do this. If you want to tap in with me, you can tap in with me and get an understanding if this is new to you. But if you feel called to the land, if you've ever been in the land and you just feel a presence, or you feel high vibrational energy, or you feel connected to a certain landmass, but you don't know why, you don't understand it. This is my Ophiuchus card. Ophiuchus is the forgotten card. When this come out, when the natives are speaking through me, this comes out. So we got it here already that this is native energy. Look at my readings before when I talked about all of this, when I introduced myself and my gifts, and I brought all of this to my platform. The Ophiuchus, the forgotten. Apologize if you can't read it. If you subscribe to the 13th zodiac sign, and if you don't, I do sometimes and I don't. But this is the forgotten energy, the native energy. So this is, they're clearly telling you. Romantic soulmate. Mind your business. I don't know. Put that back. Anything else? Should I stay or should I go? There's people that are like, there's an indecisiveness. You don't know, like, you don't know how to use your gifts. You don't know if you should use your gifts. Womb healing. Toxic entertainment. Resources. Anything else? Okay, I just feel like take the leap. Take the leap. Mother Earth. Okay, yeah. Okay. You could be a Sagittarius. Source Truth Speaks. You could be a Sagittarius. Okay. All right. Okay. Take the leap. Excuse me. I'm just channeling energy, so excuse me. You could be a fire sign. I just mentioned Sagittarius. You could be a fire sign. I need that bold energy. View different perspectives. I got switched the narrative card. View different perspectives. Somebody is being introduced to a gift that you didn't know you had. You could be a Virgo. Virgo, walk the land. Self-love is the best love. So there's somebody that could be maybe trapped in, you know, your 3D self, because there's a lot of switch up narrative healing. There's a lot of things, you know, that is on the board, you know, that's telling you to do so you can get comfortable in this new position that you're being called forth to do. Life Path 6. And like, once again, I just want to reiterate this work I am already doing. I've been doing it, so this isn't about me being called to do it. I'm doing this work. And I'm here to speak on it and let you know that those of us that are doing this type of land work, we can't do it by ourselves. We can't do it by ourselves. Soul family, soul friends. Like I said, we can't do it by ourselves. I'm calling out to soul family, soul friend. You ain't gotta necessarily, I'm not, asking for friends, or I'm not telling you to connect with me. Like, just know that I have a connection with you. That we connect. I welcome, my soul family. I'm not pushing y'all away, nothing like that. But, some people are on the vibe of, I don't need no new friends, and all that. And that's fine. All I know is you are being called. Your soul team, your spirit team is calling you. Anything else? Confidence is needed. Bonding time. Anything else? Stuck together. More energy of let go. There's the energy of let go. There's somebody that's holding you back. Collective, there's somebody that's holding you back. There's somebody that's holding you back from doing your spirit work. There's some type of unrequited, going back to this, there's some type of karmic unrequited situation that you are connected to, that's holding you back. I got here medicine man, medicine woman, more native energy. Celtic energy, Celtic energy. Spirituality, religion. There's somebody, like I said, there's somebody that is like actual, you take on a spiritual path, and there's somebody that takes on a more religious path. And spirit, and I don't want to offend anybody that's religious, but spirit is Spirit is calling out to you. Spirit is asking you or letting you know that you have this gift that I'm speaking of. And this gift has nothing to do with witchcraft or anything like that. You can literally take your Bible out to the land and pray protection over the land. Go to Psalms, go to Proverbs. Speak those verses over the land. If that's your, because I'm sorry, we have different modalities and ways to tap in mediums in various forms. You don't have to use your actual vessel to be a medium. You can use your Bible to be a medium. My ass be channeling. I feel like I give thanks. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up because I gotta go. All right. What these are? I don't know what it is about these cards, but they are always mixed up. They are always like, I gotta turn them. They be like flipping for real. I just heard, let your creativity unfold. Let your creativity unfold. And believe it or not, spirituality is really a very creative outlet. If you are creative, where did I hear this from? Professor Melanie. And it makes so much sense. If you are creative, whether or not you are, excuse me, channel energy, excuse me. My message is, why I talk and call out things when it comes to the religious community, is because whether you label yourself religious, spiritual, not, atheist, whatever you label yourself in, you have first your spirit first, and you have a creative ability, no matter what that creativity looks like. Everybody is not a painter. Everybody is not a writer. Everybody is not a poet. Everybody is not a dancer. Everybody is not a musician. But you create in some form or fashion. And within creation holds spirituality. If you are a creative being, you hold some form of spirituality within you. Now, no, I am not telling you to be all guru, shaman, meditate. Like, I'm not telling you to do things how I do things, or do things how, you know what I mean, a Queen Afua would do things. Or I'm not telling you to do that. But you have a duty to fulfill when it comes to a creative space. Whether you see it or not, whether you know it or not, there's this underlying thing that needs to get done. And once again, I'm not talking to everybody, because some people aren't really people. Some people are soulless beings. Some people are watching this and you couldn't even fathom what it is that I am talking about, but you're watching it just to hold opposing energy. I'm sorry. Some of you all watch me and you got a hate in your heart. You got a sting in your heart. You got a knife in your heart. You know what I mean? And you just watch me just to hold space for opposing energy. While me and some others watch this video or watch me, and you're holding space for righteous, pure energy. And I thank you for being here. And I cast any opposing energy to the darkness. I cast you back to the darkness where you came from. You can't penetrate this reading even if you tried. So no matter what, you're being called. I mentioned Virgo earlier. I mentioned Life Path 6, and I mentioned Virgo earlier. I'm going to just hold that here. Let me shuffle more. Let me shuffle this deck more. Thunder Moon. Virgo. Shield Adolescent. Any other messages, Spirit? Give it thanks. Any other messages under this energy? Any other messages? Just one more. Give it thanks. We got Basswood here, Thunder Moon, and Self. Forgive me, I haven't worked with this deck in a minute. And then we got Hawk again, reiterating itself here. Hawk. I just split the deck. We got Hawk again. So there's very powerful. Naturally, I don't know much about the basswood tree. This Virgo energy is standing out, and it's just giving me more like landmass energy. This this 65 is calling in the energy of balance. Balance the masculine and the feminine within you. That's what I'm taking from this card intuitively. There's some discipline. Discipline to take action, to move forth. Earth energy, Saturn, Earth. Earth energy, landmass. Bountiful harvest, landmass, shields, protection. Your magic is shield. You will be shielded doing this work. You will be shielded doing this work. You will be protected. You are protected. When you do this work, you are definitely protected doing this type of work. 32 is just popping out for me in the book here. As I just open it and I just see 32. It's just popping out for me. I ain't even gonna lie, that's for me. Okay, because what stands out, it could be for you too, so forgive me. When you put on the mask, you lose your identity and become whatever the mask represents. This is like shamanism. This is like, you holding space, you holding energy for spirit. You are no longer the person, you are spirit. Some of you may not want to face this reality. Some of you may be more religious and you don't want to face this reality about yourself. You don't want to face who you are as a spirit, as a spiritual being, as somebody that is gifted. I don't even think I have all these pages no more. And that's fine. I'm not going to read all of this. I am plenty. So thunder moon, I am plenty. This was the first thing that shot out. I am a time of gathering. I am the power of honoring. Storehouses filled with overflowing. So this is your abundance right here. This is your abundance. This is your bounty harvest. I am abundance. My gentle light in the time of Indian summer signifies plenty for you and the people. Now is the time of loving, of healing. Service to others is emphasized at this time. Look. I'm going to read that again. Now is a time of loving, of healing. Service to others is emphasized at this time. Perhaps finding new ways to heal the planet or your own community. I am plenty. I am the harvest moon of the fall season. I can't make my life up. But I'm going to go back because like I said, there are some of you that need to do some healing. Once again, my healing work, part of my healing work is to give people shadow work. You can tap in with me and find out what some of that shadow work is that you need to tap into to heal so that you can get to work. But it says, of course, you won't be of help to others unless you are healthy. So take care of yourself too. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Balance that masculine and feminine energy within. You guys, some of you guys are shamans. I'll just read it. I am the seventh direction. And I know this. Look, I know this. Anyway, I am the seventh direction. It is from me that it is from me that all directions radiate. I'm moving forward. I'm sorry. I am the center. I must honor myself before I can honor anything or anyone else. I am the beginning of the path of inner power and travels full circle, returns and ends within. It is around me that the middle world occurs. The here and now, the world is in which time works. I am in the world, but I am not of the world. When I attain balance, then and only then do I attain harmony. Always honor the seventh direction. I am the trunk of the sacred tree. I am the here. I am the now. I am the balance of feminine and masculine. For I am the sacred space within. I am shaman. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love what I do. And once again, I'm not here to make myself up. Involuntarily split the deck here. I'm going to show you. Involuntarily splitting the deck. I'll even take that. I'll even take this. But I got Eight of Cups. The representation in this card is walking. Let's just simplify it there as walking. You're either walking towards something or you're walking away from something. I've already told you to walk away from your karmic energy. Do some healing work. Walk away from some karmic energy that's holding you back, because you're meant to be walking the land. You're meant to be using a spiritual gift for the land. Not necessarily healing an individual, healing a person, but heal the land. Till the soil, I just heard. They need your hands to soil. Till the soil. Maybe you can grow a garden. While you're growing that garden, you need to be speaking affirmations that will help the indigenous ancestors reclaim land. If you are a gardener. Get rid of this energy. It's within you. Get rid of this energy. Spirit is leading you somewhere. Spirit is leading you somewhere. Get rid of that energy. This is that karmic energy again. It's showing itself again. Get rid of that energy. Is there anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. We got the Sun card. And the Queen of Cups. We have the Sun card. Spirit wants you to take some time for yourself. Pull back your energy where you need to pull back your energy. Use these winter months to go within, so that once you are able to walk the land, you will be fully equipped. You will be fully equipped. You will be fully equipped. Spruce. Wow, spruce doesn't come up for me often. And this earth energy as well. . Yeah, okay. Look, crow, raven, shaman, crow call, crow, raven, shaman, crow call. A call to wake somebody's spirit up. A crow call is a call. Sometimes it could be in tough love, but sometimes it's just, just an alert. Something is calling you. Crow call, raven. This is a message. This is the spirit animal for shamans. But this right here, this spruce energy 40, it says, I am in your cards to determine why you have restrictions, constraints, or limitations, and to help you remove them. Release control, let go of the pressure, relinquish the confines, and move on in the spirit of evergreen that sets you free. That sets you free. These are these crows, those ravens lifting her up, spirit lifting her up. She's being set free. Anything else, spirit? Giving thanks. Giving thanks. Any messages? Create your masterpiece using intentions to color your goals. 22 is significant. It has came up. It says, do it your way. Consider what floats your boat. Time to let go of somebody else's control that's holding you back. You need to do something your own way. Somebody else's control is holding you back. Embrace the dance of life with your own perfect rhythm. Yeah, somebody needs to. There's somebody that's holding on to your energy. Appreciate your journey. Only at night can we see the stars. I just saw shed old layers. Dang, yeah. Shed old layers. I'm going to leave it right here. Because like I said, I have to go. That's it. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I hope this message hit the spirit of who it needs to touch. I give thanks. Anybody that did tap in with me, I give thanks to you. My cup is full. Once again, I'm here to support you in your spirit missions, your calling, your path. If you're new to spirituality, you're pulled to it, but you just don't understand. There's still maybe fear attached to spirituality, and you just don't understand, but there is something there. That's what I'm here for. I'm here, to help you connect to the basics. Going back to basics. Spirit will always remind you, no matter how evolved you are, Spirit will always remind you to just start back at the basics. Because we hit levels and levels. And each level you can be 50, you could be 20, 40 years into this, but you reach a peak because you've done work up until then, and it's a new level, and then spirit will remind you, hey, remember the basics down here, bring that up into this level, and go back to that, and you'll reach another plateau. I am here to connect you to what that means, to back to the basics, because I am always reminded to go back to the basics. And simply going back to the basics could be literally just going back to nature. It could literally just be sitting with yourself. It could literally be you just, it could be, I don't have time to go into it, but I got some information for you. I give thanks. I give so much thanks. And I'm in my element right now because I feel the feels. I feel the feels. I see and I understand why Spirit is calling, why the natives is calling, why the Most High God is giving the permission to certain individuals, because everybody don't have the permission to do what it is that I do, or do what the next spiritual being do when it comes to different spiritual gifts. Everybody don't hone the same gifts. And there's some individuals that have the gift to walk the land and heal the land. I love you all. Love naturally. Happy sunshine. Once again, it's me, Kristen Yafayanes, and I'm out. Peace. So, I just got to say this. I'm going to add this on to the reading I did to honor the natives. But one card that came out through this deck was 22. And it was staring at me after I'm like, you know, clearing out the cards and everything. And this card was like still staring at me, like I was just prompted to look at it again. And it's what's crazy is that I opened it up, went a couple pages over to page 23. No, to page 23, right? One card that came out that was kind of like the overall energy. I don't even know where it is. Was Phoenix 32. And this number is 23. It's like mirroring numbers, right? What I channeled is, I didn't write it down, and it was channeled bountiful harvest. Let me write that down. Bountiful harvest. And although 23 did not pop out, I swear it felt like Spirit was like, okay, go back to this deck, open the book up, because this number is 22. This came out 22, and then immediately 23 in alignment, right? It says, harvest your personal bounty. Harvest your personal bounty. When you see the reading, if you choose to go back to it or not, I literally started off slow as I was like really connecting with the natives and tapping in. But one thing they said loud and clear was a bountiful harvest. It says we limit ourselves by what we imagine to be true about ourselves. There are hidden gifts and talents waiting to I just saw 232. This is your message. There's somebody with a gift. Look, it says there are hidden gifts and talents waiting to express through you. Are you keeping aspects of your individuality captive within? No one else is exactly like you, and there is so much more to you than meets the eye. There is a greenhouse full of rare and precious orchids just waiting to be seen and shared. Tend the relationships with yourself like a sacred garden, giving it nourishment, nutrients, so it can blossom into something greater and greater. Life longs to expand and express through you, so you can experience more and become more. Evolution is the very nature. Evolution is the very nature of life. Harvest your richest bounty. Today, openly share the harvest from your vibrant garden. I just had to give you guys that. I'm just so excited. And when you see the reading, you gonna see why I'm excited. This is this is this is amazing. This is amazing.